Good morning. We are going to have a Vinyasa flow practice today. During this time of uncertainty, be sure to listen to your body and take modifications if you need to. Be gentle and kind to yourself. We'll start on our mat with our seats grounded down into the mat with a tall spine. Pull your shoulders back, open up your heart, and we'll draw the crown of our head up towards the ceiling. I want you to bring some awareness into your breath. Your deep Ujjayi breaths, 3 to 5 inhale through your nose. And then open your mouth for a 3 to 5 count exhale. Another 3 to 5 count inhale. And exhale. I want you to focus on what you're inhaling and exhaling into your body. Let's inhale some calm, and we'll exhale some chaos. We're going to inhale some strength, and exhale some weakness. Each of us gets to decide what we invite into our space and into our mat. So as you continue breathing, decide what you're going to inhale into your body, onto your mat, and what no longer serves you, what you can exhale out of your space. On your next exhale, we'll drop our chin down to our chest, pulling your shoulders away from your ears, creating some space between your ears and your shoulders. Drop your right ear over to your right shoulder, tipping your chin up towards the ceiling, opening up your throat, and then your left ear over to your left shoulder. We'll continue rolling circles with our neck, releasing any tension we have in our upper body. And we'll all make our way back to center. On your next inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms reaching up. Reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Let your palms meet, and exhale as you draw hands down to heart center. Another inhale as we circle sweep our arms reaching up. This time as we exhale, we'll take our hands behind our back, interlacing our fingers. Open up your chest. You're welcome to invite your neck circles back into your practice. Finding more depth in your movement. On our next inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms reaching up. Exhaling our left fingers over towards the right, creating space between our shoulders and our hips. Gently pull your shoulder back, opening up your side body. And exhale as you reach a little deeper. Inhale yourself to center. And then take right fingertips over to the left. Re-extending your fingertips. We'll take our knees as wide as the mat, big toes to touch, and exhale as we reach forward to child's pose. If you ever get disconnected from your breath throughout our practice, take a few breaths in child's pose and meet us when you can. As you exhale, drop your hips down toward your heels. Let your chest fall through your shoulders, and maybe your forehead rests on the mat. We'll walk our fingers over to the right side of the mat, taking our left hand over our right. Coming back to center. We'll take a breath to recenter ourselves. And then on our next exhale, we'll walk our fingertips over to the left. Returning to center. We'll take a couple breaths here. If you like to set an intention for your yoga class, let your mind settle on an idea that you would like to invite into your space. And on your next exhale, we'll push up to tabletop. And we'll start flowing through some cat-cow, dropping your belly, lifting your chin, lifting your hips. And cat, stretch your back, curl your hips, curl your chin. Move with your breath. And if you'd like to, you could wag your dog. Draw some circles with your hips, taking any movement that feels good, that warms up your body. And if you'd like to warm up your wrists, you can take your fingertips towards your knees, drawing some small circles with your upper body. And we'll all come back to center. We're going to start doing some spinal warm-ups. Take your right fingers towards the front of the room. Left toes reach back towards the back of the room. Finding stability by engaging your core. We'll inhale to find our long self and exhale as we crunch elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhaling as we crunch. Let's do one more. And we'll all meet back at our long self. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to shift to half bow, bend your left knee, reach back, grab your foot with your hand, and then kick your foot into your hand. We'll release our half bow, and then return back to tabletop. Give yourself a couple rounds of cat-cow to recenter yourself. We'll all make our way back to a neutral spine. Grounding down in your right hand, we'll take our left fingertips towards the front of the room. Right toes pick up, reaching towards the back. Engage your abs and your shoulders. Feel your glutes and your legs. We're looking for strong here. Exhale as we touch elbow to knee. Inhale. Exhaling, crunching our elbow to knee. Cat, stretch your back. One more. And then we'll shift into half bow. Bend your knee, reach back. And we'll release our foot and our hand. Coming back to tabletop. Ground down in your finger pads, your knuckles, and your palms. We'll curl your toes, lift your hips, and find your first down dog of the day. Bend your knees as much as you need to, drawing your chest towards your thighs, and then release your heels down to the mat. We're going to find some movement in our spine. Roll forward one vertebrae at a time. Rolling over your toes, we'll let your chest come through your arms. Lift your hips, roll back over your toes. Make your way back to down dog. Let's do that one more time. Roll forward. Coming to up dog. Lift your hips, rolling over your toes, and come back to down dog. We'll walk or hop your feet to your hands, meeting at the top of your mat in ragdoll. Grabbing your elbow creases with your hands, let the crown of your head draw towards the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Just waking up those hamstrings. And we'll start to flow through some sun salutations. We'll release our hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as you circle sweep your arms, reaching up. Let your palms meet. Exhaling back to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up. In a Interlace your fingers, release your pointer. Inhale to find length. And exhale as we reach over to the right, bumping your hips towards the left. Coming back to center. And then exhaling as we reach over towards the left. Rising up as we inhale. We'll exhale as we swan dive forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down on the mat. Step, hop back to high plank, and we'll lower ourselves down to the mat. Uncurling our toes. Inhale up for cobra. Release yourself down to the mat. Rising up for Sphinx. And release yourself down to the mat. Take breath, and then we'll come up for up dog. Lifting your hips, rolling over your toes. Release yourself to down dog. We'll look at your hands as you inhale. Exhale as you walk or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up. Interlace your fingers, flipping palms up. Exhaling as we reach to the right. We'll find depth here. Reach a little farther. Really open up that side body. Coming back to center. Taking a big inhale and then exhaling as we reach to the left, hips to the right. Rising back up. Option to open up and let your heart shine. Coming back up to center. Exhale as we swan dive forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down on the mat. Step back to high plank and we'll flow through your first chaturanga. Take it as slow as you'd like. With our chaturangas, you can make them as easy as you want. Meeting us in down dog. Or you can add challenges by adding a push-up or flowing through with a three-legged dog. Yogi's choice. This is your workout. Make it your own. We'll look at your hands as you inhale. Exhale your feet to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Sitting down, rising up in chair with your hands at heart center. Shifting your weight to your heels, your light in your toes. We'll take your left elbow and hook it on the outside of your right knee, twisting your chair. Opening up your arms to fly for a deeper twist. Rising back up. Shift your weight into your right leg. Take your left toes back for crescent lunge. When you feel grounded down in your feet, we'll take our fingertips up, reaching towards the ceiling but keeping our hips nice and low. We'll take your left fingers towards the front of the room, taking your right fingers towards the back. Reaching your fingertips up towards the ceiling as you inhale, and then exhale yourself into warrior two. Nice and low in those hips. Deep bend in your front right knee. Your knee is leaning towards your outer pinky toe. Your arms are strong, your shoulders are engaged. As we inhale, we'll reach fingertips up towards the ceiling, and then exhale, sinking down into our warrior two. Let's do that again. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale, find your strong warrior two. Last time, we'll inhale as we reach up. Exhaling into warrior two. Reversing our warrior. Reach for the back corner of that wall. And as you exhale, we'll cartwheel our hands down, frame your foot, and flow through your chaturanga. Making our way back to down dog. Big deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and let the air out of your body. On your inhale, we'll look at your hands. Exhaling as we walk or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sit down, rising up in chair. Low in your hips, strong in your abs. We'll take our right elbow to the outside of our left knee. Twisted chair. Opening up your hands. Find that deep twist. Coming back to center. We'll shift our weight to our left foot, picking up our right toes, stepping back with control and strength to crescent lunge. We'll take our right fingers towards the front of the room, left fingers towards the back. Inhale as we reach up towards the ceiling, and then exhale as we find ourselves in Warrior Two. Take a few breaths here and check in with your posture. Warrior Two is a strong posture, a fierce posture. Do you feel that in your body? We'll inhale as we reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale as we find Warrior Two. Inhale as we reach up. Exhale, Warrior Two. Last time, reaching up. Exhale. We'll reverse our warrior. And on your next exhale, we'll cartwheel our hands down, frame your foot, and flow through your chaturanga. Meeting in down dog. Take breath in through your nose, open your mouth, and let it out. On your inhale, right leg comes up for three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, shifting forward to high plank. Back to our three-legged dog. We'll exhale our right knee to our right elbow, mountain climber prep. Back to our three-legged dog. Exhaling right knee to left elbow. Lift those hips, keep those abs engaged. And then we'll shift to fallen star, releasing your foot down to the mat. Reaching your left fingertips up towards the ground, up towards the ceiling, engaging your entire body. Our left hand finds the mat as we return to our three-legged dog. Taking knee through midline, we'll rise up in Warrior One. Root down in your feet, and when you're ready, we'll rise up. On your next exhale, we'll take our fingers behind our back, interlace your fingers, and open up your chest. Exhaling as you release yourself to Humble Warrior. We come up for Warrior One, and then release ourselves to Warrior Two. Shifting to side angle. If you'd like to play with some binds here, binds are always great options in side angle. We can take our left hand behind our back for a half bind. And if you'd like, you can make a connection between your right hand and your left hand. Whether we have a full bind or a half bind, we'll all meet back in side angle. Rising up to Warrior Two. We'll straighten our front leg, bump your hip back, reaching fingertips forward, make your way into triangle. Our left fingers will pull us back up to Warrior Two. Reversing your warrior. And then exhaling as you cartwheel your hand down. Frame your foot. Maybe in this chaturanga you add a push-up. And then find your flow. Wherever you're at, we'll all meet in our down dog. Big inhale through your nose. Open up. Let the air out of your mouth. Left leg comes up for a three-legged dog. Exhaling knee to nose as we shift forward to high plank. Back to our three-legged dog. Left knee to left elbow, mountain climber prep. Back to our three-legged dog. Taking left knee to right elbow. And then releasing to fallen star. Our left hand finds the mat as we come back to our three-legged dog. Exhaling knee through midline. And rising up in warrior one. As we exhale, we'll take our fingertips behind our back, interlace your fingers, open up your chest, open up your heart, and then as you exhale, find yourself in humble warrior. There's so much strength in humility. Rising up to warrior one, and then opening up to warrior two. On our next exhale, we'll shift to side angle. Again, your same options you have, half bind, full bind, whatever feels good to you this morning. But honoring the space that your body is in today. Sometimes our body shows up different every day. Releasing our bind, we'll come back to side angle. Rising up to warrior two. We'll straighten our front leg, bump your hips back, reach forward, and then shift into triangle. Our right fingers pull us back up to warrior two. We'll flip our hand and reverse our warrior. Exhaling as we frame our foot. Step our left foot back to meet our right. Again, maybe we add a push-up. Maybe we skip our chaturanga altogether. Wherever we're at, we'll all meet back in down dog. Take 3 breaths here. Grab some water if you need to. Reconnect with your breath. We're going to be shifting into some balancing postures. So as you exhale, exhale any clutter in your mind that might be distracting to you. All right, and we'll all meet back in down dog. On our inhale, our right leg comes up for three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee through midline as we rise up in crescent lunge. Taking our hands to heart center. When you feel ready, we're shifting to warrior three. Getting light in your left toes. Squaring your shoulders. Squaring your hips to the ground. But a straight line from the crown of your head down to the top of your toes. If you need to modify, a great modification is taking blocks and hanging on to them. All right, and we'll lift our chest up, taking knee through midline. Moving to eagle legs, we'll take our left leg up and over our right. If you need to do grounded eagle, you can take your toes towards the mat. Otherwise, you can hook your toes around your ankle and sit your hips down low. Find your point of focus. We'll inhale our arms out wide. Exhaling, right arm under left. Draw your elbows up towards your shoulders. Squeeze your forearms, squeeze your hands. Shifting to sleeping eagle, curve your spine. Touching elbows to knee. Rising back up. unwind our arms and unwind our legs. Inhaling as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up. Exhale, open up your heart and let it shine. Inhale yourself back to center. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. We'll sit your hips down low, rising up in chair. Okay, you're all at home, and you can afford to try new postures. If you haven't tried side crow before, and you're embarrassed to try it in the studio, then it's your lucky day. So here we go. Stop where you feel uncomfortable, but get to that edge of your comfort zone and try. We'll start by taking your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, twisting your spine. Warming up your spine, getting nice and low. We'll take our hands down to the mat. Spread your fingers nice and wide. The wider the surface space, the wider the pressure point, the easier it is to balance. Okay, we're going to bend our elbows gently, getting light in our body as we shift our body weight into our hands. Maybe we just pick up our bottom toes. Maybe we float our top toes up very gently. And if you can, play around with your shapes. Give yourself a breath or two to play. And when you're ready, we'll all meet back in chair. Okay, if you tried something new, give yourself a smile. We'll get up on those toes, sit your hips down low, really engage those quads, your abs, your glutes. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, 2, releasing yourself to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down, step, hop back, and let's flow through chaturanga. And we'll meet in down dog. On your next inhale, our left leg comes up for three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee through midline. We'll rise up in crescent lunge. Hands at heart center. So each side of our body is a little different. We might find that it's easier to balance on one side versus the other. So be patient with your body if you find one side more challenging than the other. When you're ready, we'll shift to Warrior 3. We have a strong standing leg, but our floating leg is also very active, reaching the toes towards the back wall. Straight line from the crown of our head down our spine and down our leg. We're shifting to eagle legs. Lift your chest up, taking knee through midline. Then we'll take our leg up and over our left. We'll inhale our arms out wide. Exhaling, left arm under right. Eagle arms. Shifting to sleeping eagle, we'll take elbow to knee. Rising back up with control. We'll unwind our arms, unwind our legs, inhaling as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up. Option to include a back bend, open up your chest, open up your heart. Rising back up to center, and then exhaling to forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, sit your hips down low, and we'll rise up in chair. Second opportunity for side crow. We'll start warming up our spine with a spinal twist. Right elbow hooks on the outside of our left knee. Option to open up and let your arms fly. Whatever warms up your spine most for side crow. All right, let's place our hands down on the mat. Again, Starfish hands, I think, work best. Spread out the weight into your body, to your hands. And we'll start to shift weight into our hands as we lift our toes off the mat. Give yourself another breath or two. When you're done, we'll meet you in chair. All right, second yogi challenge. Get up on those toes, sit your hips down low. Balance, control, and strength. Let's feel that in our body. For 3, 2, 1, releasing yourself to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up, letting your palms meet, and then drawing your hands to heart center. Okay, we're going to do some more balancing postures. Balancing postures help us feel grounded, and I think now is a great time for us to feel grounded and to find clarity of our mind and peace in our mind. So we'll shift our weight into our left foot. Feel the ball of your foot and the heel of your foot. Feel the strength travel up your legs, your abs. Pull your shoulders back. We're going to want to feel rooted down before we rise. Our right toes can meet the mat if you need to feel grounded. You can place your foot on your calf. Try to avoid placing pressure on your knee. You could hurt your joint, or you can take your foot to your upper inner thigh. Pick a space to look at that's not moving. When your mind is settled, you'll feel that your body is settled. Reconnect with your breath and feel that peace wash over your body. When you're ready, we'll take our fingertips up towards the ceiling and let our branches grow. We'll bring our hands back to heart center. Okay, we're going to challenge ourselves. Bring your knee to the front of the room. Oops. Okay, we're going to shift from our one-legged mountain to warrior 3. We're going to do that 3 times. Move with your breath, move with control, and move at your own pace. Shifting to warrior 3. Rising up to our one-legged mountain. Back to warrior 3. Back to our one-legged mountain. We'll do this one more time. Back to our one-legged mountain. We'll grab our knee, open up for gate. Coming back to center, we'll release our foot down to the mat, inhaling as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And an inhale draws us back up to center. And we'll bring our hands to our heart. All right, let's do the other side. Rooting down in our right foot. Again, finding all fours, making sure our foundation is strong before we build on our foundation. When you're ready, your left toes will make a connection somewhere along your right leg. Maybe your branches grow. Bringing your hands down to heart center. We'll take our knee to the front of our body. Again, shifting from our one-legged mountain to warrior three. Move when you're ready, when you feel strong, when you feel focused. Last time. And then we'll shift into gate, opening up our knee. Coming back to center. We'll release our foot down to the mat. Inhale as we circle sweep our arms, reaching up. Exhale to forward fold. We'll heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. Heels on the mat, toes off the mat, and sit your hips down low for yogi squat. Okay, we have a little bit more yogi playtime here. We'll start with some twisting, and then we'll play with some crow. From crow, you can invert yourself if that's in your practice. Again, at home is a great time to play. So we'll take our right fingers past our right toes, reaching up with our left hand. Open up your chest, half bind if you'd like. Making our way back to center. And then when you're ready, we'll take left fingers past our left toes, reaching up with our right hand, binding. Full bind, half bind. We'll come back to center. Some of you may choose to stay here and enjoy this hip opener. Some of you may choose to play with crow. I'll be playing with crow if you'd like to join me. Starfish fingers down on your mat. Really squeezing your arms and your legs, your knees. Make yourself as small as you can. And then we'll lift our hips as we place our weight into our fingertips. Take your gaze about 8 inches in front of your fingers. Walk your toes underneath your glutes. And if you're just learning how to crow, we alternate toe lifts. And then if you're still ready to build some strength, try just taking both of your toes up, squeezing your heels into your glutes. In intense posture, it'll work your core, your shoulder strength. So when you need to take rest, and then we'll come again. Plenty of playtime. All right, I'm going to guide through an inversion. Crow to tripod headstand. Here we go. This is for people who are good at crow and can tripod headstand. We'll find our crow. Tuck your chin. Drop the crown of your head down to the mat. From here, you can come back to crow. Lots of fun shapes to play with. From yogi squat, we'll all meet in yogi squat. Let's take our hands behind our bottom and we'll sit down, meeting in boat. So with a boat, you can keep your feet grounded. You can lift the shins parallel to the ground. You can straighten your legs, whatever's in your practice. Wherever we're at, we're looking for a tall spine, shoulders back, and we'll keep our hands at heart center. Let's start working those abs. Rowing our boat from left to right. Moving with your breath. Strong, healthy immune system is the best way to fight against diseases and sickness, and it's earned one day at a time. So however many you think you can do, let's do a couple extra. Build that strength inside of our body, inside of our mind. Let's go 10, 9, 8. You can do it. Let's go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we'll lower ourselves down to the mat, taking our knees into our chest. Rock back and forward and backward. If you like to take happy baby, you can reach up and grab the outer edge of your feet. Big deep breaths to reconnect your body with your breath, your mind with your breath. All right, we're going to do a couple rounds of bridge. We'll place our feet down on the mat, reaching our arms along the side of our body. We'll take breath, and then as you exhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, and we'll make our way into bridge. Bridge is a posture that has lots of different varieties and shapes. You can bind your hands underneath your body. And if you're looking to build strength, you can alternate heel lifts off the mat, or even pulse them up together. And if you're one of those yogis that's still looking for a challenge, you can alternate leg lifts. We'll do a couple rounds of bridge. Lots of opportunities to try different varieties. And wherever you're at, we'll lower our hips down to the mat, taking our feet as wide as the mat. We'll windshield wiper our feet back and forth. Reconnecting with that breath. I hope you've had a good practice so far. So let's inhale some satisfaction and exhale some judgment of ourselves. We'll inhale some happiness for the time that we get with our friends and family, and exhale any stress that we feel lingering. Again, inhaling and exhaling what suits our body, and exhaling whatever no longer serves us. All right, second bridge. If you like to take wheel or back bend, you can take your shape. Some of you might be feeling a little worn out or a little stressed. That's a great time to take supported bridge. And if you'd like to continue building some strength, you can take the same bridge that we took last time. So whatever your shape is, let's find our shape. Give yourself another breath or two to enjoy this posture, all the benefits that it brings. Feel the openness in your front body, the strength you have in your body. And we'll all shift out of our bridges, our wheels, our supported bridges. I'm going to flip around for this next piece. It's one of my favorite exercises. We'll warm up our spinal twist and also do some ab work. We'll take our arms out like a T. You can have your palms up or palms down, whatever makes you feel best. We'll bring our knees to a 90-degree angle, really squeezing your knees and your ankles together. The longer you make your legs, the harder it is. So we all pick our own hard. Meet your body where it's at, and we'll build strength from there. As we exhale, we'll drop our legs over to the left. Try to keep your shoulders on the mat. And then we'll inhale ourselves back to center. Exhaling as we drop knees to the right. Engage your obliques as we come back to center. Most of you moms are multitasking right now. Homeschooled kids, job, This is yoga multitask. We're getting an ab work in, and we're getting a spinal twist in. Perfect. Let's do 3 more on each side. And 1 more on each side. Draw our knees into our chest. Nice work. Do a little bit of stretching, end with some shavasana. And hopefully you can re-enter your day with a peaceful, content feeling amidst this chaos that we're experiencing. Let's drop our left foot down to the mat, taking our right ankle over our left knee. Reach through, grab your left leg as we shift into reclined pigeon, and lower your shoulders back down to the mat. We'll shift to our supine twist from here, letting go of your left leg. Continue crossing your right leg over your left, and then drop your knees over to the left. Reaching away from your body with your right hand. One of my favorite variations with a spinal twist is to catch my toe, where I reach down with my right hand and grab my left foot, and then bring my shoulders back to center. And we'll come back to center and set up to take reclined pigeon on the other side. Left ankle over our right knee. Grab your right leg and then release your shoulders down to the mat. Shifting to our supine twist, we'll continue crossing left leg over right, taking knees over to the right. Again, opportunity to catch your toe. Some people like to take a toe hold grab with their right hand and their left foot. And some people like to take both. And we'll release our hand and our foot, coming back to center. Give yourself a tight hug. Let's consider how we're going to make our shape for Shavasana. Shavasana is stillness of the body and stillness of the mind. You're at home, so maybe you'd like to take legs up the wall Shavasana. Most of us like to take corpse, where our legs go long, our arms come along the side of our body. Palms up if you want to receive, and palms down if you need to feel more grounded today. Wherever you're at, we'll take a big deep breath in through our nose. And as you exhale, feel your body get heavy, And feel your mind get light as you enjoy stillness, peace, and a feeling of contentment wash over your body. If you find that you have wandering thoughts, take a deep breath and then exhale. Let those thoughts drift out of your mind. Bring some awareness back into your breath. Start shifting out of the shallow breaths into the big, deep breaths that we started our yoga class with. Feel the air enter and exit out of your lungs. Feel your rib cage expand and contract. Notice the thoughts come back into your mind. On your next inhale, we'll take our fingertips and reach them towards the back of the room, back of your wall. Stretch your toes away from your body. Feel a full body stretch. And when you're ready, roll to one side of your body. We'll take a couple breaths there. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed and keep your thoughts centered on your body and on your mat. Push ourselves up to a seated spot on our mat. Whether you're sitting with crossed legs or on your knees, find a nice tall spine. Pull your shoulders back. Let your heart shine. The chakra is located along your spine. Your heart is your fourth chakra. And right above your heart chakra is your voice chakra. And I've noticed that when we speak from our heart, from our fourth chakra to our fifth, our voice is kinder, more compassionate, more understanding. Not only in what we say to others, but what we say to ourselves. During these next couple of weeks, most of us are going to be doing our best. But that inner voice might tell us that we're not enough. If you feel those tendencies or hear those thoughts, ask yourself, are those coming from your heart? And let's just make a resolve to speak kinder to ourselves and to others. On your inhale, we'll circle sweep our arms reaching up. Biggest, deepest breath. Let your palms meet, and we'll draw our hands down to heart center. We'll take a moment at the end of our yoga class to consider what we're grateful for today. And who we're grateful for. And with a head and a heart full of gratitude, we'll close our yoga practice. Namaste. Thank you for joining. We'll see you next time.